Good morning. Shalom, shalom. Nothing broken, nothing missing. Here on the first day of the week. If you go by the solar equinox, and this puts you on the first day of the week. Okay. Um, we're in Iyob 21. And if I remember, I'll give you a little heads up on the end of this video. Job 21. And Iyob answered and said, listen closely to my word, and let this be your comfort. Bear with me and let me speak. And after I have spoken, keep mocking. He says, go ahead, keep mocking. Job had a sense of humor. Verse 4. As for me, is my complaint against man? And why should I not be impatient? Look at me and be appalled. Then put your hand on your mouth. And when I consider it, I am frightened, and my body shudders. Why do the wrong live, become old, and become mighty in power? Their seed is established with them before their face, and their offspring before their eyes. Their homes are peace without fear. Neither is the rod of Eloah upon them. It means the rod of God, okay, upon them. But it's the proper name. I like Alua, but because that's what he's shown me. But they have said that Job was using an E, which is kind of impossible, but we go with it because that's what's written, right? Eloah. That the wicked don't have the hand of God upon them to force them to do the right thing, right? Verse 10. Their bull breeds and does not fail. Their calves without miscarriage. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance, and they sing to the tambourine and the lyre, and rejoice to the sound of the flute, and they spend their days in goodness, and in a moment go down to Sheol. And they say to El, turn aside from us, for we have no desire to know your ways. Verse 15. Who is the Almighty? That we should serve him. Let me read that again. Who is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit do we have if we pray to him? That's what the wicked say, right? Verse 16. See, is their good not in their own hand? The counsel of the wrong has been far from me. Verse 17. How often is the lamp of the wrong put out, and does come upon them their calamity, sorrows, he allots to his displeasure? It's all questions. Verse 18. They are like straw before the wind, and like chaff that a storm steals away. You know, that's like that's what's going to happen in the end. The straw and the chaff, the wind's going to blow it away, so that the good grain the harvest of Yahuwah will stay, right? Verse 19. You say, Eloah stores up one's wickedness for his children. End quote. Let him repay him so that he knows it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, why don't you repay the man that did the deed instead of his children? Verse 20. Let his eyes see his destruction, and let him drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what is his delight in his house after him, when the number of his new months is cut off? Does anyone teach El knowledge, since he judges those that are exalted? One dies in his perfect strength, completely at ease and satisfied. His pails are filled with milk, and his bones are juicy with marrow. Another one dies in the bitterness of his being, and never eats with pleasure. Together they die, together they lie down in the dust, and worms cover them. Look, I know your thoughts and the plots with which you would wrong me. For you say, where is the house of the noble one? And where is the tent, the dwelling place of the wrong ones? For you, have you not asked those passing by the way? And do you not know their signs? Verse 30. And the wicked is kept for the day of calamity. They are brought to the day of wrath. In other words, he's keeping them and not allowing much to go wrong, so that there will be those who get the wrath rather than the ones that he loves. And of course, the ones that he loves, he spanks them severely almost all the time to make sure that they do the very best that they can. Verse 31. Well, of course, some of it's not there. It's not God, Alua. Some of it is Satan knowing your call and wanting to make sure you never ever witness and never ever create followers that are as strong spiritually and emotionally as you. Okay, back to 31. Who declares his way to his face, and who repays him for what he has done? Well, those are two questions. As for him, he is brought to the burial site, and a watch is kept over the heap. Verse 31. 33. The clods of the Wadi shall be sweet to him, and all men follow him. Innumerable are those before him. How then do you comfort me in vain, seeing that perverseness remains in your answers? Okay, let me say hi to everybody real quick now that we're at the end of a read of the first chapter. Kymason, hello to you. Hi. Azalea, hi to you. Okay, I guess she liked it a lot. She put some faces. Either she doesn't understand, but they got hearts too. Okay, back to reading. Chapter 22. And Eliphaz, that Temanite, answered and said, would a strong man be of use to El? Even he who is wise by, let me say that again. Would a strong man be of use to El? Even he who is wise be of use to him? It is a delight to the Almighty that you are righteous. Pardon me. These are all questions. Is it a delight to the Almighty that you are righteous? Or gain that you make your way perfect? Is it because of your fear of him that he reproves you, or enters into right ruling with you? Is not your evil great? Is there no end to your crookedness? All those are questions. This next one is a statement. Verse 6. For you take pledges from your brother for naught, and strip the naked of their garments. Verse 7. You do not give the weary water to drink, and you have withheld bread from the hungry. Oh, this guy's just claiming all kinds of stuff, right? Verse 8. But the man of strength, he has the earth, and the highly respected man dwells in it. You have sent widows away empty, and the arms of the fatherless are crushed. Therefore, snares are all around you, and sudden fear alarms you, or darkness, so that you do not see, and a flood of water covers you, of waters. Verse 12. Is not Eloah in the height of heaven? And see the and see the highest stars, how lofty they are? And you have said, what does El know? Would he judge through the dark cloud? Y'all, Yahuwah is everywhere. He's here with me. He's there with you. He's omnipresent, okay? But anyway, verse 14. Clouds screen him so that he does not see, and he moves about the circuit of the heaven. Do you observe the old way which wicked men have trod? Oh, 16. Who were cut down from before their time? Those foundations were swept away by a flood. They said to El, turn aside from us. And what did the Almighty do to them? Yet he filled their houses with the good. But the counsel of the wrong has been far from me. For the righteous see it and are glad, and the innocent mock at them and say, Truly our adversaries are cut off, and fire has consumed their excess. Be of service to him, and a be at peace. Therefore blessed is blessings shall come to you. I'm sorry. Therefore blessings shall come to you. At the end of this one, I'm gonna have to take a break. Oh my goodness. 22. Please accept the Torah from his mouth and lay up his words in your heart. For your return to the Almighty, you are built up. If you remove uprightness from far from your tents, and lay your gold in the dust, and the gold of Ophir, among the stones of the winds. I keep slipping into the ether and speaking on this other side. That doesn't help y'all very much. You can't hear that. Let's see. Then the Almighty shall be your gold, and your silver strength to you. So it means the Almighty is going to be our our inheritance, our food, our water. It's going to be everything to us. Because gold and silver, you can purchase anything with it, right? Verse 26. Then you shall certainly delight in Almighty, and lift up your face to Eloah, which means God. Make your prayer to him, and he shall hear you, and you shall pay your vows, and whatever you decide on shall be established for you, and light shine on your ways. For they have made low, and you say, up, and he saves the lowly of eyes. Would he deliver one who is not innocent? So by the cleansing of your hands you shall be delivered. Okay. The one thing I wanted to share with y'all before I went offline is that on December the 13th of this year, they're going to be putting folic acid in all the pre-made breads, especially even the flours that are not whole wheat or whole, the ones that are not specialty flours, I should say, are going to have this folic acid in it. The guy read the report that shows that the people that take folic acid have miscarriages. Their miscarriages increase. What a terrible thing to do. I took folic acid with my first pregnancy, and I got a special needs child. And I took folic acid leading up to my next pregnancy, and I lost that baby. And I didn't take much vitamins for my third pregnancy. So but anyway, that being said, be very careful that you don't make bread out of these. And of course, they're being made in the supermarket with those things in it. So, be blessed and avoid the folic acid that is synthetic and not a food product. And I will come back on after a quick nap.